users. If you or a loved one were affected by uncontrolled bleeding or any of the other dangerous side effects of Xarelto, call 1-800-LAW-FIRM now.
Attention, an FDA advisory links Invokana to diabetic ketoacidosis, which can result in kidney failure and death. If diagnosed with these conditions after taking Invokana, call 1-800-LAW-FIRM now.
The following contest is an Iron Man match. On the way to the ring, from Richmond, Virginia, Mickey James. And the opponent, from Toronto, Canada, Trish Stratus.
Good old JR, Jim Ross here with Jerry the King Lawler, welcoming you to Raw live from Los Angeles, California.
I love this town, JR, and I hope I get a chance to audition some young starlets later.
Boy, you just never stop, do you, King? Personally, I'm looking forward to tonight's show. I think it's going to be a real barn burner.
I don't care how you feel about this superstar, JR. Nobody should have to go through this.
It's painful just watching it, King.
They haven't been going easy on each other in this match, JR, and I think it's really begun to take its toll. Wow, here's a hole you don't want to find yourself in, JR.
You sure don't, King. We've seen many a superstar tap out to this one.
Oh, man, I've been in this hole before, JR. This brings back some bad memories.
I can understand why, King. I can't even imagine the pain being inflicted here. This capacity crowd is making their opinions known tonight.
They sure are, JR. And
what a reversal.
Look at this, JR. Can you imagine SmackDown putting on a match half as good as this?
No disrespect intended for SmackDown colleagues, but no, I can't, King. I truly believe Raw is the dominant brand in sports entertainment.
And you hit the nail right on the head there, JR. The dominant brand. Not the slightly better brand or the sort of superior brand.
Absolutely not.
It's locked in, JR, and this is a tough hold to break.
It sure is, King. And even if you break the hold, it takes its toll on you.
Man, Mickey James is such a cutie. I wonder what it'd take to get her to come home with me.
I don't think it was... Oh, my. Now, that's what you call a compromising position.
That's enough to make you rethink your entire career, JR.
Oh, man. This is an excruciating but effective method of winning a match.
Yeah, and it's a surefire method of birth control, too. I don't care how tough you are, JR. No one can take this kind of pain for long.
You're absolutely right, King. We see many superstars tap out to this very hole.
I've got to say, JR, I'm really impressed by what we've seen here tonight.
How could you not be, King? These are some of the finest athletes in all of sports entertainment.
I know that, JR. I'm just saying that this has been a great match so far.
It hasn't. You can't question the heart of any WWE superstar. But there comes a point where you're just not able to physically continue.
Everyone says that Mickey James is supposed to be nuts. But tell me, JR, how could someone that crazy win the women's title?
Well, King, I'm no doctor, but as far as I can tell, Mickey James is a complete psycho.
Well, from the looks of things, it's not hard to tell how this one's going to go.
What are you talking?
Oh, boy. This is getting nasty, JR.
That's for sure, King. These superstars will stop at nothing to obliterate each other right here tonight.
I'm not sure I agree with what the crowd is chanting, JR, but I guess it's their right.
You're damn right.
He's a 3 count away from a pinfall. This match has the potential to be...
Oh, boy, this is not going to be an easy hole to escape from.
It sure isn't, JR. I've been on the wrong end of that one many times.
These superstars are going to put each other through wrestling hell tonight.
They've already got a pretty good start on that, JR.
They have indeed, King. I don't think there's an ounce of quit between them.
Yeah, and that's where things get dangerous. If you're too proud to admit that it's not your night, you might wind up risking your career for a single match.
But at the same time, King, no one makes it up the ladder without pushing themselves to the very limit. It's a very fine line to walk. Sounds like this crowd's got something on their minds, King.
Who cares about them, JR? Look what's going on in the ring.
Boy, I don't know what Mickey James' problem is, but this girl is deep. Oh, my. This is not what those ring ropes are meant to be used for.
Well, all's fair in love and war, JR. But after this, I don't think there's going to be a lot of loving in this superstar's future.
The submission is locked in. This could be huge.
Oh, my gosh, JR. You can't go long without tapping out to this. These superstars are putting on a great match so far, JR. But if they drop the ball, these fans will let them hear about it.
I don't think that's... Would you look at that? A blatantly illegal maneuver. That should be a disqualification.
You might be right, JR, but I don't hear the ring bell. This match is still going.
Well, you can't ever accuse the WWE fans of being shy about saying what's on their minds.
You sure can, JR, and I don't think we'd have it any other way.
Now, that is just about the last position you want to find yourself in.
JR, if you can think of a worse one, I'd love to hear it, because I sure can't.
He's got his opponent in a pinning predicament. I tell you, King, sometimes I get exhausted just watching these superstars compete.
I know what you mean, JR. I don't think most people appreciate what incredible athletes these WWE superstars really are.
You've got to have some excellent conditioning to be able to do what they do.
Well, that's the name of the game, JR. You got to keep moving. No dog ever peed on a moving car.
Oh, boy. Of all the things that can happen to you in a ring, that's got to be one of the most painful.
No kidding, JR. That's some very delicate equipment down there.
I think this crowd has decided to exercise the right of free speech.
God bless the First Amendment, JR.
If there's the submission, there might not be any way out of it.
There better be, but we're going to see a tap out right here.
I think fatigue is set in here, King. I don't think this one's going to last too much longer. A textbook reversal there.
You know, JR, when I saw this match on paper, I wasn't too sure about it. But it's turned out a lot better than I thought it would.
I'm not at all surprised, King. I knew this was going to be a terrific matchup.
Oh, come on, JR. You're just talking through your hat. And speaking of hats, when are you going to get rid of that silly thing anyway?
Right about the time you stop wearing that crown, I'd say.
It looks like they've slowed the match down a little, and I think that's some good strategy right there.
It certainly...
I don't think this superstar is going to be having any kids in the immediate future, JR.
I wouldn't think so, King. Not without a medical miracle. I don't know how much more these superstars have in their tank, King. I think they might be running on fumes. He may get the 3 count here. Mickie James has held the women's championship. There's no doubting her ability. But from where I sit, she is crazier than a pet coon.
Oh, she's crazy, all right, JR. Crazy like the fox that she is. This is going to be an undefeated match, JR. I think these superstars genuinely hate each other.
There's no love lost between these competitors, that's for sure. If looks could kill, somebody would be twisting up daisies right now.
And you've got to admit, that makes for a much...
Straddling that ring rope has got to be just about the most uncomfortable thing a human being can endure.
No kidding, JR. That's worse than an all-day donkey ride. Listen to the crowd, JR. I think they've got something to say to these superstars.
What a submission hold! Could this be a tap out?
It isn't. The hold can't be broken. You can't take this kind of pain for long.
Boy, what a match. I wouldn't even hazard a guess as to who's going to win this thing.
What? Have you got both your contacts in one eye, JR? It's been obvious to me since the start of the match.
Oh, really?
Ouch! Now there's a move that'll take the fight right out of you, JR.
Well, it's certainly not the most technical of moves, but I can't say that it's not effective.
Uh-oh. Talk about a hole you don't want to find yourself in.
No kidding. This will rearrange your anatomy. The submission has been expertly applied, and now it's just a matter of time.
That's right, JR. You've either got to break the hold or get broken by it. Boy, it's obvious these superstars have done their homework on each other.
They sure have, and this is one hell of an exam.
Let's hope it's not their final exam, JR. I'd love to see them go at it again.
Well, if I think the fans have their way, you'll get your wish, King.
Oh, boy. These fans have got something on their minds, JR.
Well, they paid for their tickets, King, and they've got a right to say whatever they want.
I'd ask you who you want to win this matchup, JR, but it's been pretty obvious since the start of the show who you're pulling for.
I'm trying to remain as objective as I can, King. Quite frankly, I'd rather see a good competitive matchup than see a particular superstar.
Oh, man! That's going to change the tone of this match, JR.
Yeah, and not for the better either. I wish the ref would actually pay attention to what's going on. There's no doubt that Mickie James is an outstanding competitor, but she's got a head full of bad wiring herself.
Yeah, but I can overlook that from someone as cute as her. You think if I told her she had a beautiful body, she'd hold it against me?
You know, She's so crazy, that line just might work, King. I think this crowd's giving these superstars a piece of their minds, King.
Are you sure they can afford it, JR? You talk about ruthless aggression. Look at the way these superstars have been going after each other.
They're not playing with kid gloves, that's for sure.
We knew we were going to see a heck of a match, but this might turn out to be... No. Go ahead and say it, JR.
All right, I will. I think... And there's the cover! So, King, any predictions about the outcome of this match?
No, no. Every time I make a guess as to who's going to win, I never hear the end of it from you.
Maybe that wouldn't happen if you got one right every now and then. This could be a pinfall.
I think I know who's going to win this match, but I don't want to say. I'm afraid I'll jinx it. She's measuring her opponent.
Oh, man. She got all of that mid kick, King.
I think we're going to find out just how...
Looks like he's trying for a pin here. This is a classic matchup, King. I'm so glad the WWE fans are getting the chance to see it.
Yeah, and I'm happy that I'm getting to see it too, JR. I just wish they'd pick up the pace a little.
Oh, no. This is classic old-school wrestling at its finest. You, of all people, should be able to appreciate that, King.
Wait a minute, JR. You're not trying to say that I'm old, are you?
Of course not, King. Although there was that rumor going around about your Social Security number was 1. I think we're beginning to see the effects of this very tough, very physical matchup on these contestants.
You got to respect the commitment and the dedication of these superstars to their careers.
No question about it, King. Every superstar on the roster has had to make... He went straight for the pin. No flies on him.
You can look at any professional sport you want, JR, and you won't find more incredible athletes than the WWE superstars.
You're not wrong, King. They compete every week until they are physically incapable of continuing. There's no off-season in the WWE.
We're not talking about running a ball down a field or slapping a puck into a net. This is serious physical competition.
It sure is. The toughest athletes in the world are on the WWE roster, and that's a fact. Did you see that? Ring the damn bell. You can't let somebody get away with that.
I don't think the ref saw it, JR. And if the ref doesn't see it, it's not illegal. So, JR, I think the end is near, JR. This can't go on much longer.
And now a pin. This could be it. I've got a feeling that this has all the makings of an instant classic.
That's probably just gas, JR.
Well, I did have...
Here's the pin. Could this be it? So, how do you think this one's going to turn out, JR?
Honestly, King, I have absolutely no idea. Anything can happen here in the WWE.
But you've got to have a guess, right?
I might, but I'd rather keep it to myself if it's all the same to you, King.
These superstars sure aren't going easy on each other here tonight.
What you expect, King? This isn't ballet, you know.
Oh, really, JR? Gosh, tell me more about your in-ring experience.
Well, I've got a pinfall victory over Triple H to my credit. How about you?
I don't know if his opponent has what it takes to kick out. I've been looking forward to this match all night, JR. I can't believe it's finally underway.
This has been a hotly anticipated contest. And as far as I'm concerned, it's living up to the hype.
No question about that, JR. The fans certainly seem to be into it, that's for sure.
And when it comes down to it, that's all that matters.
Did you ever think you'd be watching these superstars compete against each other here tonight, JR?
I had a feeling their paths were going to cross sooner or later, and I'm glad I'm here to see it.
Me too. It almost makes it worth having to sit next to you and listen to those corny expressions of yours. What the heck is a government mule anyway?
It's what you get beat like when you're in the middle of a summer night. And when you don't have the guts to stick around, you might run like a scalded dog with a case of the liver tape.
All right, enough. I'm getting a translator before I have to come out here with you again.
We could be looking at a pinfall here, folks.
I don't think that these...
There's not an ounce of quit in any WWE superstar. But the human body has its limits, and they may have been reached here in this match. This is Raw action at its finest. That's why Raw is the #1 brand of sports entertainment.
You got that right, JR. You're not going to see this kind of action on SmackDown.
Not on SmackDown or anywhere else. There's nothing else out there that can come close to the excitement of seeing the...
He can pin him right here, JR. That was like 2 7/8, JR.
I tell you, King, I've got no earthly idea how these superstars can maintain this intensity week after week after week.
It's not easy, JR. There's no off-season. It's not like you've got 6 months to recover after WrestleMania.
That's for damn sure. And that's why I don't think there can be any doubt in anyone's mind.
He's going for the pin. I think it's pretty obvious which way this one's going to go, JR.
Well, from my perspective, this is still anybody's match.
I'd like to see things from your perspective, JR, but I'd have to get my head out of my rear end first.
And Lord knows it's been up there for so long that that would be no easy feat. Excellent. Now, what ring presence? I'll be honest with you, King. This is not the way I thought this match would go at all.
Me neither, JR. I guess that just goes to show that anything can happen in the WWE.
I think hit the nail right on the head, King. And it's that unpredictability that makes it so exciting.
Yes, that was an incredible move. What strategy? There's the pin.
This match is going to continue until someone's completely debilitated. And considering the resiliency of these superstars, that's not going to be easy.
That's for sure. No one in this match is going down without a fight.
And I wouldn't expect any less from them, King. Like them or not, you've got to respect.
Here's your